Chris, it's an improved performance, but fundamentally it's another defeat. What are your overall thoughts?
Two really bad goals. First goal, we've set a wall up on the edge of the box and it's gone straight through the wall, which is just totally unacceptable. The second goal, we were sort of going for it a little bit, you know, but I still thought we defended the second goal poorly. Just one long ball over the top and it just done us, and it's happened too many times, so there's something not quite right there, so we'll address that hopefully for Monday.
Another early goal, which has been our Achilles heel once again. What sort of impact do you think that had on the game?
I thought first 15-20 minutes it took us a while to find our feet. We changed the shape a little bit today, but I can't knock the lads, you know, they're a big side, weren't they? You know, it did look a little bit like Menvie boys. I've said that quite a few times. But we came in at half time and we were quite positive. Obviously gutted with the goal, but I thought we had a really good go second half, and we just can't score. You know, I mean, the chances we had second half. And I mean, to be fair to their keeper, what a save from Luke when he tipped it onto the bar. But you know, today it's just a bit frustrating because we've now gone 4 games in the league without a goal. We haven't got a point, and that's not where I want us to be. So yeah, disappointed.
You mentioned the change in shape. You've gone to a back 4 today with Michael just in front, Ethan on top on his own. How do you feel that worked?
I think it always, look, when you change shape and formation, it's sort of it always gets questioned, and rightly so. But it didn't matter what shape we played when you got a free kick and the ball goes through the wall. You know, that doesn't matter what shape you're playing. So you've got to defend that first and foremost. In terms of the second goal, again, just one long ball over the top. So again, formation and that doesn't really come into it. But what I would say, we played the same formation first half as we did second. But second half we were more positive with it. Second half we tried to get more bodies forward, and I thought we were just a bit slow in our communication, which sometimes comes, you know, we're just not talking enough. I said to them before the game today, they were all talking when we were having before the game we were all talking, we had a little small-sided game in there. And I said I want that to happen on the pitch. And they're struggling to do that. And it is confidence. But there were some things today that I thought were a lot more positive than we've had in previous games. So, you know, but we've got to start learning, and we've got to start learning quickly. And the one thing we've got to do is we've got to stop conceding really soft goals, because at the moment we're finding goals hard to come by.
It certainly was a lot more positive in the second half, a lot more chances in comparison to recent weeks, and certainly more opportunities for the forwards. Do you think it's a confidence thing or just a technique on their shots? What do you feel it is? Well,
look, I mean, there was nothing wrong with Luke's shot with his technique when he hit the bar, you know. Ethan had a shot where he cut inside and just tipped it, you know, just went wide of the post. And Shanks at the end, you know, he'd probably score that 99 times out of 100. So sometimes in football, I think I said it right at the beginning, we're going to go through some bad runs, we're going to go through some good runs. What I want to do is get out of this bad run really quickly. And if we can get something out of the game against Corby on Monday, you know, who knows what that could do to the confidence. But we saw an improvement today, but not enough for me.
Looking ahead to Monday then, first Northants derby for a few years, Corby are coming to town, and I think it's fair to say with the league table being as it is, they will be the favourites going into that game, but do you feel like that could work in our favour in a way? Well,
the thing that I'm looking at is we've got to stop the defensive mistakes, and I know that, and we've got to start scoring our chances. You know, Sech, you know, I've come up against him many times in many different clubs, you know, and you know they're going to be well drilled, you know they're going to be experienced, we know they're going to be similar. I think they'll be, with respect to the team we played today, I think they'll probably be a bit better, but they'll be physical, there'll be physicality about them, so we've got to learn to deal with it. So, you know, but like I said, you know, I thought today was, if only a very small step forward. I felt it was a little bit better than where we've been, but we need to start to make bigger strides forward.
And in terms of Monday, again, it should be a great occasion for the fans. How excited are you for your first taste of a Northants derby? Well,
yeah, I mean, am I looking forward to it? 50-50, yeah, thinking it'd be great to get something. How good would it be? No, if we don't tighten up, you know, and do what we need to do. So pros and cons, but at the same time, look, you know, there's been some news I've received this week on a personal note which has been really bad, and that puts life into perspective. So I think we all need to sometimes take a chill pill and try and enjoy some life that we have. So for me, it is football. Am I gutted? Yes. Am I disappointed? Yes. Were there some pleasing things today? Definitely. Are we going to be ready for Monday? We're going to get them as ready as we can be, and we go again.
Thanks for your time, Chris. We'll see you on Monday.
Cheers, thank you.
Yes, you're watching AFCRDTV, and here at the Moat Ground, Gresley Rovers 2, AFC Rushden Diamonds 0. I'm with the man of the match, the skipper, Captain Luke Massingham. Massey, Tough result today. What can you say?
Yeah, listen, it's another tough result. It's been a very tough start to the season. You know, we've been saying for a long time it's coming, it's coming. I think there was a lot of evidence of that happening today. I think we played a lot better than we have been playing. We created a lot more chances. But do you know what I think is the fine details? It's the finer details now that we just got to get right. The lads are working hard. Listen, everyone was knackered out there today. So hopefully everyone can see the effort and the applications there. We just got to get that last little touch going, and it brings it.
Well, you're right, Luke. I thought Diamonds had some really nice bright spots during the middle part of the first half, and then especially mid-late second half.
Yeah.
Every time we got a good attempt, shot on goal, just wasn't going in. I believe Johnston even had a shot go off the crossbar. So
yeah, listen, it's fine margins. Football's a game of fine margins, and we're just not quite right. We're just not quite there yet. But it's coming. The lads are doing well. But listen, we've got a really tough game on Monday. Quick turnaround as well, which isn't going to help. But the lads are absolutely buzzing for it still. I mean, listen, it's going to be a really tough game. But if you can't get up for a game like that, then you can't be playing football at the end of the day in my eyes, because it's one of the biggest games of the season for us.
Oh, definitely. Diamonds, you give up an early goal in only the 8th minute by Steve Hart. That's tough to fall behind so quickly.
Listen, that happens in football, but I think we showed really good character to fight back. The second half of the first half, I think we played really well. We had some good chances. Like I said, listen, it's those fine details. We just got to get that last little touch right. And I think when we do, you know, it'll be a good little sight. But it's about getting that last little touch, and that's what we've got to work on now.
Well, I'm sure the team was upbeat at halftime. Chris gave a good pep talk and get prepared for the second half.
Yeah, listen, we didn't want the first half to end, to be honest with you. I think we was on a good little run. Come out in the second half, and I think we showed that. And a goal that knocked us back late in the second half kind of killed that at the end. But listen, it's football. We've got to keep going, got to get up, dust ourselves off, and keep going and move on to Monday now.
And like you mentioned, Luke, a big game, local derby against Corby Town on Monday, late August, bank holiday Monday. I call this the British version of Labor Day. But I believe Corby lost today after a big 6-0 win the other night. But, you know, that's a big challenge to go up against the Steel Mill.
I think form doesn't really come into a game like that at the end of the day. I think it's such a big game, anything can happen. There'll be a lot of adrenaline in a game like that. So anything can happen, but we just got to play how we have been playing, and especially today, the energy the boys had. I think if we bring that on Monday, it could be good. But listen, we got to get there, and we got to get our mojo going and work hard.
Hopefully, we'll have a good crowd at home at Hayden Road for Monday.
Yeah, listen, it'd be lovely to see as many as we can there. I think the boys need that last little push. They were excellent in the first game of the season. Personally loved it, especially when we're going up for corners, things like that. Fans were absolutely amazing. So, you know, stick behind us and we'll get there. We'll get there in the end.
All right, thanks for your time, Luke. Cheers.
Appreciate it. Thank you.